Michael Dwyer, mine isn't a question. You said we've got some councillors in today. I just wonder what's the councillor's position on anyone like me who decides we're not going to pay the bedroom tax. Has the council made a decision whether they're going to stand with us and not evict us, or are they still on an army?
Question.
Councillor. I just want to know, if I don't pay, have I got the backing of the Bolton Council or not?
I think we need to distinguish between Bolton Council and Bolton Homes. Bolton Homes are people who actually are your landlords. Sorry. Bolton Homes are actually your landlords. Bolton Council, it went standalone a few years ago, and it's separate from the council now, so we don't really have any control over, although we have people, as you say, who sit on the governors. They're in a minority as councillors. But as a council, we've put 2 motions through council to say that we're opposed to the council tax, the bedroom tax. And we've actually said on numerous occasions, and I think somebody said here that the Tories are now squirming a little bit. You see from the letters and comments they're making in the papers that Tory councillors are saying they don't want evictions now. But they voted against our motion, or abstained against our motion, where we were opposing the bedroom tax. So you can't have it one way and you can't have it the other. It's hypocrisy, isn't it? When you say you don't want people evicted, but they also don't want to support our motion opposing the bedroom tax. So going back to the council tax, because it's the old poll tax, isn't it? You know, it's like a déjà vu, and it's come round again. We're campaigning against another Tory government with a tax that's attacking working people, and that's all it's about. You know, we're not taxed the bankers, have we? You know, the ones who took us into this situation in 2008, what have we done with them? They've just been let off scot-free. And I just think they're having these £1 million bonuses, £2 million bonuses, and we're all scramping about here, campaigning for people, working hard for people, like yourselves, who've done nothing wrong. You've not done anything wrong, have you? It's just that you're now being dragged into this, into the political game, to push people down into the mire, as you said. Quite rightly said too. It's working people being pushed down into the mire. Sorry?
Would you advocate people not paying the bedroom tax? Person yourself?
I'm not in your situation. It's difficult, isn't it? It's a difficult situation because legally it's a law. You know, as it stands now, it's a law. It's in statute, unfortunately.
So what are the 2 motions that the councillors have put in place to protect people? What have
No, we put motions in opposing the fact that...
Yeah, but what are them motions? What are they?
To say that we oppose the bedroom tax.
But what have you done? What are them motions? Have you contacted
All
somebody?
you can do with a motion at full council is put that motion forward and then send it through to the government,
to the
minister.
That's all we can do.
Well, that's a protest. That's
just 2 seconds. What I'll say is I'll ask John to finish, to carry on with the contribution, and then if people want to ask questions and make other contributions, I would ask you to come up and use the microphone, because it's not just John, all of us can be part of that discussion now, which is fine. These are all very important questions. John can always come back later on in the meeting to address those. So if you want to finish off this contribution, I'll open up the floor to other people to speak.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Labour group on the council. We support the people who are struggling with this bedroom tax. It's not us and them. We're tied with the statute, as I say. The legislation's in place now. The Victoria government put it in, and you're not going to do it. They set it out. The problem is, and I've not got the facts with me, but people are looking at it and examining this tax. It's not going to gain any money. It's going to cost more money to administer this. Imagine if you do evict people. We don't want them to evict it. I mean, the costs of going through court, you know, £2,000, £3,000 to get a barrister to take somebody to court to evict them. That can't be. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. Why go to all that expense of trying to take somebody out of the property who's not just people like yourself who've got memories? It's not a house. It's a home, isn't it? Something you've lived with all your life. And fortunate or unfortunate in the fact that apart from being a councillor, I'm also a housing officer in Byrne. So I deal with this on a day-to-day basis. People coming to me as a councillor, we're getting coming through now, as it's coming in, we're getting regularly casework with people who are struggling with this bedroom tax. And they're determining, where do we go from here, what do we do? And it's a real difficult problem, and I think campaigns like this, it's getting rid of it. We have to get rid of it. It's a campaign to get rid of the tax. We can't try and work around it when it's legislation. It's difficult. You can't do it because it's legislation. But the only way you can do it, like we did with the poll tax, to get rid of it. And if you're a campaign, and we support it, the Bolton Council supports it, and the councillors have come along, myself, Linda, Nick Peel, Elaine Sherrington, our other colleague, Kate Lewis, who's also a Breightmet councillor. She's been campaigning. You know, it's important that we support you. We're quite willing to do that.
Can I just say, I've actually emailed the three Conservative members of this constituency here, and none of them turned up tonight.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Well, but that's your opinion, and we're glad you're on our side. But how many other of the councillors have the same opinion out of you? And the percentage?
Well, the Labour group's fully behind getting rid of
How many a percentage is that of the
out of
group?
60 councillors, there's 41 Labour councillors.
And they're all of the same opinion?
Yeah, they all want to get rid of the bedroom.
No, but they're all on the, are they all of the same opinion as you, that we should give back if we didn't pay?
Well, I'm not saying we're buying if you didn't pay.
Well, that's the other part. Okay, I will, can I, thank you.